Ruby Franke's estranged husband continues to make headlines with disturbing allegations about the former YouTuber. The Washington County Attorney's Office in Utah has released an interview with Kevin Franke conducted after Ruby and business partner Jodi Hildebrandt's arrest on child abuse charges in August. While speaking to authorities, Kevin alleges that he was the home's, quote, resident exorcist for Ruby and Jodi, who moved in with the family in 2021. Kevin tells authorities his home was a, quote, crazy house as lights would flicker and random loud noises would occur. He explained Jodi, quote, believed she was being tormented and haunted by shadow figures every night. He says, I became the resident exorcist, adding it was my job. Go and give her blessings whenever she started going in a trance and going into possession, which started to be a lot. Kevin, who shares 6 children with Ruby, says it continued like that until I wanted to move on with my life. E! News has previously reached out to Kevin, Ruby, and Jodi's lawyers for comment regarding his interview, but has not yet heard back. In the same interview, Kevin also shared how Ruby, with whom he shares 6 kids, first became involved in what he described as a religious cult named Connections, which Jodi established as a life coaching service in 2007. According to NBC News, Connections was based on principles of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. When Jodi subsequently moved in with their family in 2021, Kevin remembers Jodi and Ruby started sleeping in the same bed. He said Ruby started having, quote, trances where she, quote, believed that she was going to heaven and seeing God and Jesus and talking with them. Eventually, Kevin decided he wanted to move on with life, and he and Ruby got an in-home separation before he filed for divorce this past December. His lawyer said in a September interview that the pair had been living apart for more than a year before Ruby's August arrest. Ruby and Jodi were ultimately arrested after Ruby's 12-year-old son sought help from a neighbor, leading authorities to find his 10-year-old sister at Ruby's home. According to a case summary from the Washington County Attorney's Office, both children were emaciated and in need of care upon their discovery. In December, both Ruby and Jodi pleaded guilty to 4 counts of child abuse as part of a plea deal, and in February, both were sentenced to 4 to 30 years in prison. During her sentencing hearing, which was streamed live, Ruby apologized to her husband and children, saying, quote, for the past 4 years, I've chosen to follow counsel and guidance that has led me into a dark delusion. My distorted version of reality went largely unchecked as I would isolate from anyone who challenged me.